Welcome to today's EMS Leadership Q&A, and we've got a really great question here. What do you do if your best people leave? Pretty insightful question. I think what if you looked at your organization as and prepared for people to leave? You planned on people leaving and then got pleasantly surprised when a lot of people stuck around. I think that would be a great outlook to try on. So if you know how to grow a great employee, you're not afraid or worried when someone leaves. And structures, what structures do you have in place for developing other people in your organization? People, whether you like to think this way or not, they need to be getting something out of being a part of your organization and doing what they're doing.
Yes.
Imagine if you just developed a bench of capable people, right? And you invest in their leadership development. They're getting something out of this. You're developing stronger leaders for your future. And really just think about what are they getting, like we said before, out of being part of your organization.
Yeah, that's so important. And I think that unfortunately, most of the time people think one of two things. Well, I'm paying you, and that's what you're getting out of our organization. Or if it's a volunteer organization, it's like, well, you're helping us out. And, people don't give up their time and, basically their hours of life strictly for money. It's not an even exchange. So I think it's really boils down to what kind of organization would you like to be a part of, and what kind of an organization do you want to create? If you think about what's your ideal and get others involved, get curious about what's important to the people that you have. And I think from day one, if not before in your interview process, but certainly from day one, you have to have an idea of what's important to the people who are coming on board and what can they contribute to the organization, and find out what they want to, like their future path, and help them to achieve it. Because people tend to stay where they feel cared for and appreciated. But again, if you're creating an environment where people grow, where people develop, and moving on to the next level is just what you guys do, you're going to have such an attractive organization. People are going to want to be a part of it. And so when someone leaves, it'll be a celebration versus a problem. Like, oh my God, what do we do? It'll be a celebration because you were part of that growth and development. And there's someone behind them that's, being nurtured and grown as well. It's a completely different way of thinking. And, it starts with creating structures in your organizations. Do you have a budget for training and developing people? That's a structure. Do you have programs that are associated with that investment? And, are you measuring the results? Yeah. Structure drives behavior. And you have to be willing to have a budget line for people maintenance and growing and developing people.
And this is why we created Keeping the Best, right? This is one of the main drivers and reasons behind everybody says they want more recruitment and retention training. How do I have better recruitment and retention? What I think most people, we've talked about this at length, they focus so much on the recruitment, they're not thinking about the retention. And we pose the opportunity to flip that equation, to focus on the retention and creating that organization that people want to be a part of, where they feel developed. And then your recruitment efforts will be a natural byproduct and they'll be much more efficient.
Yeah, and Keeping the Best is an online program that you can do at your own pace, but there's lots of great exercises, if I do say so myself, that we created that you can do, after each unit. So you can experiment with them, and from basically day one of taking the course, you're going to start seeing a different result, and you don't have to wait till you finish the program to begin to see the results.
Absolutely. And we've said it before, to be a good leader is to be a good coach. That's what this program is about. You've brought some of the best coaches together to develop this coaching vault, if you would say, at the end, and these bonus materials of how do you coach people through difficult situations. And I think you brought some of the best folks in there to do short little segments. And it's really a great value. So If you have a question to submit, we'd love to hear from you. You can send it over to support@emsleadershipacademy.com, or you can leave us a voicemail, 888-330-8288, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.